Hello and welcome to the fourth video concerning pivot tables. We're going to focus now actually in pivot charts. So this is a data from the previous tables. I'm going to go ahead and remove the difference from and the difference. Very easy to do that. And I have a list of or the sum of amounts pertaining to each month. And notice here I already formatted it. There is nothing in the columns. Basically, I grouped the dates to make it much more pleasant looking. And we could go ahead and create a chart very easily based on the table. The warning that I'm going to give you that if you really wanted to get the chart to start with, you don't need really to start with the table. So that doing a chart with the pivot chart, it's going to actually create the table along the way. So it's better for us to think ahead, and just like anything else in life, planning is a great things to do before we attempt to accomplish anything. First of all, let's go ahead and delete everything here. It doesn't matter. I could create it in a second. I'm going to go ahead and create a pivot chart. So I'm going to go ahead and insert here in the table, insert here all this. This is the pivot table. However, we do have the pivot chart. If you do have earlier Excel, you might have to really click on the pivot table where there is an arrow that it shows you the pivot chart. So basically in 2013, they moved it to this location here. So we have the pivot chart, and notice here it will be very, very similar to, not similar, it's exactly the same thing in how to create a table or pivot table. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and either start from the table itself. I could cancel and go ahead and click on the pivot table, which we have been doing all along with it, or I could start a sheet that is from a blank sheet, or even go to any sheet that I want. Regardless, this is a sheet that already exists for me, so I could go ahead and delete this, click on this, and I could go to the home, clear everything. Notice here I need to select everything, of course, here. Select everything, clear everything, everything is gone. Now you're telling me, can I start a pivot table or a pivot chart from a blank sheet? Of course you can, because you could go ahead and tell it which table you're going to be basing your pivot chart or pivot table on. So let's go one more time. Insert pivot chart. And now, very similar to the pivot table that we have seen, I'm going to say, okay, go ahead and create it for me in the existing worksheet. But I have to select the specific cell here, right, not there. It's going to be here. However, for this one here, I need to go ahead and get the table. Remember, our table was called what? It was called Vigi. I think it was called, let's go ahead and close this one here one second. Using, if I look at the table here, one second, I'm going to go ahead and see that the pivot table is called Veg Fruit. I want to show you this because it's really very important for us to do it from bottom up instead of from top down. So I could go back to the insert, go to the pivot chart, go to the chart one more time, and now I know the name of the table. It's going to be VEG FRU, and I want it to be in the existing table, and I want to go ahead and delete this, and I'm going to put it right here, anywhere I want, of course. And here we go. Look, we ended up doing it with a pivot chart, and I could go ahead and insert it just like anything else I have done. So in the x-axis here, I'm going to put the products, or maybe it's like what we did with the date. And now I'm getting the dates based on the month here. I could easily change that by grouping it into a different, for example, I could do it into years or quarters. Of course, we need always to make sure that the others are not checked. And I'm going to leave it at month. That's the last thing that actually kept it in the memory for it. So also I wanted to go ahead and get the amount right here. So that's exactly what we have seen. And notice that my table and already been created behind the chart, which I could of course resize the chart to put it next to it. And what we want to do, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and click on this one with the left click and go ahead and change it to currency. Okay, maybe even take those again, the digit to the right of the decimal points. This is really a lot more pleasant, as you notice. And you see the January, February, March, and April all the way. I don't need this one here. I could take it off. Just like anything else in charting, look here in the format, we have all sorts of things in order to really change it. For example, if I don't like the color, I could go ahead and go to the fill and change that to a different color. I could even put a picture in the back seat if you want. In 2013, we don't have similar feature to 2010, where you could search actually the internet. You know, so if I want to say here $sign or dollar bill, here we go. Notice I could go ahead and put the dollar bill here directly into this one here. Of course, I have to click on that, format data series, and I need to make sure that this is actually, here we go, 1 second. In the fill itself, I wanted to make it a stack. So I don't want it to really look like, you know, like $1 bills going through the whole thing. It makes it much more interesting. You know, that's one way of doing it. Again, this is just a decoration more than anything else. I could go ahead and click on this one here. It's going to bring me everything I need back to it. I could go ahead and get the country. I could put the country directly into this here. Now it's the filter of the country is being, you know, I could go ahead and filter it through, for example, United States. It could, of course, do, here we go, this is United States. I could go ahead and do United States along with France. See, so this is the chart. If I go ahead and put something here in the column, such as, let's say, products, okay? Or category is better because I don't want to really make it very huge. Look here, immediately created for us the two things, vegetables and, of course, the fruits, and in addition to the grand total. If I wanted to go ahead and filter from here directly, look here, it's very easy to do that. And, of course, the date can be also filtered. I'm only concerning with, let's say, only I wanted to get January. So I'm going to, you know, take that all out, you know. Just click on this twice. It will remove everything and put January back, and that's only concerning with January. So because there is not too much in January, so it's really expanding the image, and the $sign is clearly that I pulled from the internet. Or you could actually download it as an actual picture, then put that into the stack it in the chart. So the whole idea here behind what we're trying to show you is the fact that any changes within the Pivot chart is going to be reflected on the chart itself. There is many ways of doing the same thing. Any changes in the data is going to be reflected also as well. So it's really controlling the chart is a matter of just clicking you're away, basically. So here we go. We just changed the products. Yeah, put the products here. Of course, we ended up having a really nice chart for apple, banana, broccoli, carrots, orange for January only because that's what I specified when it comes to the date. I could go ahead and add all the date together, and now it's going to make it a little bit different. So here we go. Actually, now it's a lot more involved because the data is really so much of it. So I hope you enjoyed this. There is nothing can teach you how to play with the Pivot table and Pivot chart until you get your hand and play with it. It's a lot to enjoy, as you notice, and just go ahead and get your hand dirty with it, and it's nothing to it. Have a great time playing with it, and I'll see you in the next video.